Good morning, students. Now we have already begun with consumer protection, Unit 6, Chapter 16, consumerism. So, in this, we have seen the different terminologies used in this connection, and we have seen who is a consumer, what is consumer exploitation, consumerism, and the need for consumerism. And we have also seen what are the different terms that are used in relation to this particular concept. So now we are going to see about consumer exploitation and Consumer Protection Act of 1986. So Jago Gragak Jago. This is a slogan. JGJ is a program started by Ministry of Consumer Affairs to let consumer demand their rights. அவங்களோட டிமாண்டை பெறுவதற்காக ஆரம்பிக்கப்பட்ட ஒரு ப்ரோக்ராம் தான் இந்த ஜேஜிஜே, அதாவது ஜகோ ரஹக் ஜாகோ அப்படிங்கிறது. Under this scheme, the various channels are created to spread awareness of rights among consumers and to stop wrong practices by merchants. So this program was basically initiated by Ministry of Consumer Affairs in order to protect the consumer rights and create awareness among the consumers so that the merchants could stop wrong practices. The result of this was that many illegal things going on were stopped and good quality product is delivered to the end node, that is the consumer. Under this scheme, there was an establishment of consumer forum and a court to handle cases filed by consumers. This point has to be kept in your mind. A special forum was created for handling the cases which were filed by the consumers who were exploited by the merchant, and immediate action was taken against this. At Consumer Forum, complaints are received and then proceedings over the case is carried out in court. By providing the helpline number, Jago Gragak Jago achieved mass popularity and fast reached out to very end node, that is the consumer. So this program gained popularity and it reached lot of people. And now let us see what are the benefits of Jago Gragak Jago program. Halt to illegal practices. So putting an end to the illegal or unlawful practices. The best thing about JGJ program was that on a single complaint action is taken to stop malpractices. So malpractices, that is misconduct by the merchant, was immediately set rectified and action was taken quickly by this forum. Fixed rate on products, and it also fixes prices. Consumers' right of getting product at fixed rate is achieved, that is no merchant can charge consumers more than the maximum retail price MRP. So they cannot charge against above that MRP level. Right to bargain, consumers' right to bargain is fulfilled. Bargaining means just demanding for the prices. They're just setting or giving out their ideas regarding the price level, so they can demand for the price that they are going to pay for a product. Eligibility for JGJ program. Every Indian consumer is eligible for the program. So all those who are Indian consumers are eligible for this program, and documents required for JGJ program is Indian national proof, that is Aadhaar card, that is the Indian national proof. So Aadhaar card has to be submitted and the receipt of the product. These two are enough for just filing a case against any person, those who have cheated the consumers and those who have done any malpractice against the consumers. So what is meant by consumer exploitation? When a producer is doing selfish deeds for his or her own benefit and the decision is the purpose giving more than mental happiness for only the producer and having adverse effects on consumer who may be illiterate or unaware, etc. So now let us see what is consumer exploitation. So consumer exploitation is nothing but cheating the consumers, cheating the people, those who are buying the goods for personal use. A consumer is one who consumes goods manufactured and sold by others or created by nature and sold by others. So if this person, the consumer, is an individual who consumes the goods, So manufactured by firms or created by nature like air, water, etc. And if he is going to be cheated by any producer or by any merchant or by any middleman or by any agent in between the producer and the consumer, then that is called as consumer exploitation. So he may be, the consumer may be an illiterate or unaware of what is the cost of the product, what is the quality of the product, what is the quantity of the product, or what are the features of the product, he might not be knowing. So under these circumstances, the consumer is said to be exploited. Causes of consumer exploitation. So what are the causes for exploiting, or என்ன நோக்கத்திற்காக ஒரு கன்சியூமரை எக்ஸ்ப்ளாய்ட் பண்ணுறாங்க அப்படின்றத பார்ப்போம். Illiteracy and ignorance. The first point is illiteracy. He doesn't have education regarding the product. Education knowledge is not there, and ignorance, he is not aware of the features or the product or the price level or whatever it is regarding the product. Consumers in India are mostly illiterate and ignorant, unaware. Ignorant means unaware. Unorganized consumers. And in India, consumers are widely dispersed and are not united. They are spread over different areas and they are not united. They don't have any organization as such in the present days, in the ancient times, or in the previous days. So they were not united, and this was also one of the causes why consumers were exploited by these merchants and middlemen. Spurious goods. There is an increasing supply of duplicate products. So duplicate products are also supplied by the merchants who are producing. Duplicate products of popular products are illegally produced and sold. And duplicates are available in plenty in the market for every original and genuine parts of the component, like automobile spare part, blades, pens, watches, radios, then medicines, jewelry, clothes, and even for currency notes they are having duplicate. So duplicate medicines are sold in large measure from Cape to Kashmir. A consumer is not in a position to distinguish duplicate from the original ones. So this is one of the reasons why, or this is one of the causes for consumer exploitation. Deceptive advertising, cheating. Deceptive means cheating advertisement. Some businessmen give misleading information about the quality, safety, and utility of the products. So the main purpose of advertisement is to educate the consuming public and customers of various aspects of the products and services, products and services. In reality, advertisements convey very little information about the product. Many times it makes false representation about the quality, price, grade, composition, utility guaranteed, performance, etc. And consumers who buy the products on the faith of the claims made in the advertisements are cheated. The consumerism has emerged and evolved out of outcome of sufferings and exploitation of consumers whose sole aim is to secure protection from the commercial terrorism and exploitative practices, and thereby safeguarding their interests by establishing the rights and powers against producers and sellers. So next one is malpractice of businessmen. So malpractice of businessmen are fraudulent, unethical, and monopolistic trade practices on the part of businessmen lead to exploitation of consumers. So artificial scarcity is created. Substandard products are provided by the producers or the manufacturers. On opening a packet or a sealed container, one may find the content to be poor quality. If defective or damaged items are found in the pack, the consumer finds it difficult to exchange the defective one for a good one, and the consumers have a blame too for lack of attention. One cannot return it, and the consumers have tendency to blame their carelessness or fate for having brought such substandard product. They only blame themselves for buying such product. Whenever goods are brought or sold, seller try to avoid raising bill, or consumers do not demand bill as a matter of right. This prevents the consumer from escalating the complaint against the seller when the product happens to be substandard. ஸோ பில் வாங்காமல் இருந்தால் அதில் சப்போஸ் ஏதாவது டேமேஜஸோ அல்லது சப்ஸ்டாண்டர்டைஸ்டாக இருந்தது அந்த ப்ராடக்ட் அப்படின்னா கண்டிப்பாக நம்மளால் வந்து கிளைம்ஸை வந்து ரெக்கவர் பண்ண முடியாது. Some seller give bills which contain a stipulation that goods sold cannot be taken back. ஸோ இது நம்ம நிறையவே பார்த்துருப்போம். குட்ஸ் ஒன் சோல்ட் cannot be taken back அப்படிங்கிற வேர்ஷன் வந்து அந்த பில்லுலேயோ அல்லது வவுச்சர்லேயோ இருக்கும். Thus gullible consumers are easily and legally cheated. ஸோ இந்த மாதிரி நிறைய இந்த illiterate அல்லது அவங்களுக்கு அந்த அவேர்னஸ் இல்லாதனால நிறைய வந்து சீட் பண்ணப்படுகிறார்கள். Forms of consumer exploitation பார்ப்போம். The following are the forms of consumer exploitation: underweight and under measures. அவங்க கொடுக்கக்கூடிய அந்த வெயிட் அல்லது அவங்க யூஸ் பண்ணக்கூடிய வெயிட்ஸ் அல்லது மெஷர்ஸ் வந்து கரெக்டான ஒரு குவான்டிட்டியை காமிக்கிறது கிடையாது. அது ஒரு ரீசன். அண்ட் ஹை ப்ரைஸஸ், selling at high prices, that is also one of the forms of consumer exploitation. The price charged by the seller for a product or service may not be commemorating with the quality. அதோட ஈக்குவலைஸ்டாக இருக்காது, குவாலிட்டிக்கும் அந்த ப்ரைஸுக்கும் ஈக்குவலைசேஷனே இருக்காது. But at times it is more than the fair price. Even though the sellers have surplus or adequate goods, they create artificial scarcity in the market with an intent to push up the prices, so that அவங்க வந்து ஸ்கேசிட்டி க்ரியேட் பண்ணிட்டாங்கன்னா டிமாண்ட் ஜாஸ்தி ஆகும் இல்லையா? அப்போ ப்ரைஸஸ் வந்து எவ்வளோ வேணால் விலை கொடுத்து வாங்க தயாராக இருப்பாங்க கன்சியூமர். ஸோ தே செல் அட் அ ஹையர் ப்ரைஸ். ஆஸ் அ ரிசல்ட் த கன்சியூமர்ஸ் ஆர் ஃபோர்ஸ்ட் டு பை த ஷார்ட் சப்ளை ஆஃப் குட்ஸ் அட் ஹையர் ப்ரைஸஸ் in the black market. Next one is substandard quality. So இதுவும் வந்து one of the reasons, forms of consumer exploitation. Substandard quality, அதாவது the quality that is which is very poor is sold by the sellers. So seller try to avoid raising bill, or consumers do not demand bill in such cases, and they are exploited by not giving the right bill to the consumers at the time of purchase. And sometimes it is also noted in the bill that goods once sold are not to be returned, or that cannot be taken back by the sellers. Duplicate articles, that is artificial duplicate or spurious goods are sold. Duplicate products of popular product are illegally produced and sold. Duplicates are available in plenty in the market for every original or genuine product. And components like already I told you, automobile spares, blades, pens, all these have substandard qualities, and consumers is not in a position to distinguish duplicate from the original ones. Rough behavior and undue condition, this also is one of the forms of consumer exploitation. The sellers or the salesperson, they are not very polite, or they don't behave in a gentle manner to the consumers. They just manipulate them to buy the products. Lack of safety devices இருக்கிறது கிடையாது. ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் அண்டர் வெயிட், அண்டர் மெஷர்ஸ் இதெல்லாம் இருக்குது இல்லையா? அதே மாதிரி சேஃப்டி டிவைசஸும் இருக்கிறது கிடையாது. அண்ட் சம்டைம்ஸ் ப்ராடக்ட் ரிஸ்க்ஸ் இருக்குது. ஸோ நெக்ஸ்ட் ஒன் இஸ் புவர் ஆர் inadequate after sale service. And after sale service should be given to the consumers at right time and at the right quality. In case of consumer durable goods like televisions, washing machines, refrigerator, cars, two-wheelers and air conditioners, etc., free service is guaranteed only for few years called warranty period. ஒரு சில வருடங்களுக்கு மட்டும்தான் வந்து அந்த சர்வீஸ் கொடுப்பாங்க. அந்த பீரியடை வந்து வாரண்டி பீரியட் அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவோம். பட் இன் ரியாலிட்டி ஃப்ரீ சர்வீஸ் ஆர் டினைட் ஆன் ஃப்ளிம்சி கிரவுண்ட்ஸ் ஈவன் டியூரிங் த வாரண்டி பீரியட். அந்த நேரங்களில் கூட சில கம்பெனிஸ் வந்து கரெக்டாக வந்து சர்வீஸ் ப்ரொவைட் பண்ணுறது கிடையாது. And customer service is likely to be rendered the shorter warranty period only for select few items which the manufacturers know pretty well that they do not get damaged during such period. Warranty service may not be extended to many parts or components of the product sold. Thus, consumers may be charged exorbitant charges in the name of repair cost. Repair cost claim செய்வாங்க. அதே மாதிரி service charges, that is also charged at a very high rate. So these are some of the forms of consumer exploitation: underweight and undermeasures, high prices, substandard quality, duplicate articles, rough behavior and undue conditions, lack of safety devices, then poor and inadequate after sales service. So now let us see what is the Consumer Protection Act of 1986. Consumer Protection Act 1986. Under this law, separate consumer tribunals are being set up. The tribunals means forums or committees are being set up for throughout India in each and every district in which a consumer can complaint be filed by both the consumer of the good as well as the services, can file his complaint on a simple paper without paying any court fees, and his complaint will be decided by the presiding officer of the district level. Appeal could be filed to the State Consumer Forum and after that to the National Consumer Forum. ஃபஸ்ட்டு வந்து ஸ்டேட் கன்சியூமர் ஃபோரத்துக்கிட்ட வந்து நம்மளோட கேஸை ஃபைல் பண்ணலாம். இஃப் தட் இஸ் நாட் சாட்டிஸ்ஃபேக்டரி, we can even file a case at the National Consumer Forum. And a person, you know that a person one who buys any goods or services for consideration which has been paid or promised or partly paid or partly promised or under any system to be of deferred payment is a consumer. A person who obtains such goods for resale or for any commercial purposes will not be a consumer. However, if such goods are bought by a person exclusively for the purpose of earning his livelihood by means of self-employment, then such a person will be considered as a consumer. So, the Consumer Protection Act 1986 gives protection to the consumer as defined now. And in theory, all the business enterprises consider consumer satisfaction as their main objective. Now, right from the beginning of the 12th standard, we have seen that customer satisfaction or consumer satisfaction will give success to an organization or will increase the profit of the organization. The consumer is said to be the king, and the businessmen are primarily supposed to serve and satisfy customers. So, do you know your consumer rights? So, we as consumers, we should know what are our rights. The consumer occupies the central position in the entire scheme of free economy, and consumers have not always received the attention they deserve. In reality, consumers are cheated and exploited in many ways. In the practical world, the consumer is a slave and not a sovereign as described. The previous கொஞ்சம் ஒரு லைன்ஸ்க்கு முன்னால் நான் சொன்ன மாதிரி கிங் கன்சியூமர் இஸ் த கிங் ஆஃப் த மார்க்கெட் அப்படின்னு சொல்கிற மாதிரி இல்லாமல் ஸ்லேவாக தான் ட்ரீட் செய்யப்படுகிறார்கள். த கன்சியூமர்ஸ் வெல்பீயிங் ஆர் த வெல்ஃபேர் lies in the fulfillment of their normal legitimate interest, expectation and aspirations as to goods and services they need. Each and every customer is worried and harmed till buried about the quality, quantity, price and the timelessness of the supply of goods and services they need. So, as consumers, we should know the rights what we have. The right of a consumer, right to safety, to be protected from hazardous goods and services. தீங்கு விளைவிக்கக்கூடிய பொருட்கள் அல்லது சர்வீஸ் கிட்டேருந்து நம்மளையே பாதுகாத்து கொள்ள வேண்டும். Say for example, medicines. We should be aware of the medicines which are available in the market and we should not buy hazardous goods and services. Right to information. We have the right to be informed. So, to be informed about the quality and the performance of the goods and services. Rights to choose. To be freely choosing of goods and services. We should have the right to choose a particular good or service based on the product, its features, its quality and quantity. Right to be heard. To be heard in decision-making process concerning consumer interest, whether we should buy the product or not to buy the product. It is to be decided by the consumers. And right to redressal. If consumer rights are infringed, if they are cheated, if consumers are cheated, they have the right for compensation and redressal. Right to consumer education. Consumers should also be educated about the availability of the product, their quality of the product, their usage, their need, and why a consumer has to buy this particular product or service. All that has to be given as education, or the information has to be communicated to the consumers properly. So, know your consumer rights. This is demand your rights, and that is what is JGJ is doing. And you can get your rights correctly done, correctly known, and you can demand for your rights. Duties of consumers. Now, as you know the rights of yourself, you should also know what is the duty of a consumer. Insist on receipts or bills without fail. When you are buying a product, you should insist the seller to give the bills without fail on all the purchases made at all circumstances. And do not feel tempted on misleading advertisement. We should not be cheated. Tempted means cheated on misleading advertisement. Buy substandardized products only. That is of ISI Agmark brands. So we should buy only quality products. File consumer complaints against default in goods deficiency in services or unfair trade practices. And when we are cheated, we should file a case against these cheating or misconduct or deficiency in services, or consumer complaints should be made at the right time against the unfair trade practices. In case of doubt or any of the things approaching, consumer forum to get guidances for taking action against trader or manufacturers. So you should also know what are the forum's duties, what are they performing, what is the way through which we can get our rights acclaimed by these forums. And read information carefully on the packets before purchase. So this has to be done. Check for markings on the package for quality, standards, or specification. Quantity on the package to be exhibited, and consumer should ensure before purchase. Maximum retail price, whether written on the packet, that is also to be verified. And terms of guarantee and warranty of the product should also be verified. So now let us see what are consumer courts. Consumer court is the name given to the special purpose courts that deal with cases regarding consumer disputes. ஸோ கன்சியூமர்ஸ்க்கு ஏதாவது குவாரல்ஸ் ஆர் டிஸ்பியூட்ஸ் அல்லது அவங்களுக்கு ஏதாவது குறைபாடு இருந்தால் அந்த க்ரீவன்ஸை கொண்டு போய் அந்த கோர்ட்ஸில் கொடுத்தோம்னா தட் கேன் பி ரெக்டிஃபைட். These are judiciary setups by the government to protect the consumer rights. Their main function is to maintain the fair practices by the sellers towards the consumers. Consumers cheat செய்ய விடாமல் பார்த்து கொள்வது தான் இந்த ஃபோரம் அல்லது இந்த கன்சியூமர் கோர்ட்ஸோடைய மெயின் ஃபங்க்ஷனே. They do not allow to maintain to do unfair trade practices by the sellers toward consumers. So this is the setup where you could quick verdicts for in just 10 years அப்படின்னு சொல்லி யோசிக்கும்போது இது உடனுக்குடன் அந்த இடத்துல தீர்வு காண முடியும் இந்த கன்சியூமர் கோர்ட்ஸில் போனால். ஸோ வித் திஸ் வி ஆர் ஃபினிஷிங் த கன்சியூமர் exploitation Consumer Act Protection Act of 1986 and the rights and duties of consumers. So thank you students, keep learning.